ලසෝරංගල් අමාවක අඳුරේ
A very good morning and a warm welcome to the welcome ceremony of the batch of 2019-2020 of the veterinary undergraduates of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, University of Peradeniya. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say, it is such an honor to welcome finally the millennials in this lovely morning. Can we have a big round of applause to the millennials and a warm welcome to having them here at our faculty. Dear students, after many weeks of anticipation and waiting, here you are finally in the only veterinary faculty in the country, here at the most beautiful and the topmost ranked university in Sri Lanka. I would like to start today's program with sharing with you a very interesting quote I came across while getting myself prepared in this morning. It's none other than from Bard, the William Shakespeare himself. He says, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon themselves." And I wish all of you become great some way or the other. So ultimately, you'll be great people, great students. Well, I have another reason to be proud today. This is my 6th time welcoming undergraduates. I did first as an undergraduate, then as a temporary lecturer, now as a probation lecturer. I'm overwhelmed and truly honored to be welcoming you. Not only you, of course, including the Deputy Vice Chancellor, sir, the members of the academia, the students, and also the parents, and almost everyone who have gathered here in this lovely morning. Well, as traditions always exist, and it's ours to continue them for the future, let me now invite the following dignitaries to light the traditional oil lamp. It gives me immense pleasure to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, together with the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Professor Anil Pushpakumara. We would also like to have a dean from one faculty representing all deans, the director from one postgraduate institute representing all directors, the Director General of the Department of Animal Production and Health. We would also like to have one special invitee representing all special invitees, together with the coordinator of the orientation program, and of course, a student from the batch of 2019-2020. Can we have the dignitaries, the students, and guests in front so we could light the traditional oil lamp? We'd also like to invite the acting registrar of the faculty to come forth in lighting the oil lamp. Would I request all participants to stand up? We'd like to invite the acting registrar of the University of Peradeniya to come forth in lighting the traditional oil lamp. It's an honor to invite the Bursar of the University of Peradeniya to come forth in lighting the traditional oil lamp. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstand in order to pay due respect for the university anthem. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now we would like to kindly request the members of the organizing committee to hand over the handbook to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, sir, and deans of the all faculties. The organizing committee would be awarding the handbook of the batch of 2019-2020 to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, sir, and the deans of all the faculties. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to progress in our agenda, there is no proper function without a formal address. In doing so, it's an honor for me to welcome the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Professor Anil Pushpakumara, to welcome the gathering.
Very good morning to ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this occasion. Today we welcome the 2019-2020 batch of students of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, University of Peradeniya, the only university in Sri Lanka that offers a degree in veterinary science. I know you are happy. All of you must be also proud of your parents, must also be proud of your achievement. I am glad to have Deputy Vice Chancellor Professor Terence Majudit, the deans of the faculties, namely Professor Vasanthi Pinto, Dean Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Professor Lalani Yatawara, Dean AHS, and Dr. Atula Ekanayaka, Dean Management, and the Dean Prabhat Ekanayaka, Professor Dr. Prabhat Ekanayaka, Dean Faculty of Arts, and Dr. Udaya D. Silva, Dean Faculty of Engineering, and Professor Manjula Adigala, Dean Faculty of Dental Sciences, and also the Director PGIA, Dr. Mahinda Dematawaba. And so heads of the departments, professors, of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, administrative officers representing acting Registrar Mr. Jayanta Damsiri, and the Bursar of the University of Peradeniya Mr. Arampat, and our Director General of Department of Animal Production and Health, Dr. Hemali Kutalawala, and Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Chandima Ratnayaka, Proctor, Professor Tilak Bandara, and Chief Marshal, Mr. Verhara, and all other invited distinguished guests, academic and non-academic staff members of the faculty, senior students, and more importantly, the students of batch 2019-2020 and their parents. Dear students, you are one of the privileged few who gain admission to this faculty, and you represent the second batch of students to enroll our recently revised 5-year curriculum. In keeping with international requirement of the veterinary education around the world, so your batch is unique as you had access to our well-structured orientation program online called the pre-vet program, delivered completely virtually. So actually I got a very good feedback from one of or two of the parents whom I have known to, that he rated this pre-vet program highly, highly rated this online program. And also I can remember one of the girls who promoted to the medical faculty also personally visited the faculty and met our teaching staff. So I really want to thankful for organizing such a wonderful orientation program, pre-vet program, for the EL2 staff members and also the coordinator of that program. So your batch has been engaged in the academic program from December after you complete your orientation program. Therefore, you have met some of our faculty staff members virtually when involved in delivery of semester 1 courses. I assume many of you all know each other virtually, and this may be the first time you are meeting them face to face. The new curriculum implemented in 2020 offers our graduates many advantages over the previous one and will gain much from following this upgraded curriculum. The more student-centered methods of learning will make for a more interactive and interesting time in the lecture rooms and laboratories. Especially, you will have a lot of more clinical exposure than the previous batches of the previous curriculum. The entire 5th year is lecture-free and dedicated for clinical training taking place at our faculty, 2 hospitals, farm animal and the small animal, and also our, and within the faculty as well as outside the faculty, we call externships to be taken away from the faculty. And veterinary medicine and animal science may not be your first choice at university admission. However, when recent statistics are examined, there is an increase in trend for enrolling in vet science study program by first attempt. So I am sure those who have entered with other attempts and not their first choice will enjoy it as it progresses. The veterinary field is very diverse and offers many exciting opportunities and career pathways if you have completed the course with good academic record. So if I take an example, even from our university alone, we have academics serving in medical faculty, dental faculty, HS, agriculture, and very good example in this audience is Professor Lalani Atawara. Now she is one of our graduates now, the Dean of the Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. But anyway, many of you will become veterinary practitioners, and I can assure you that your life will never be boring treating range of different animal patients, looking up to you for their care and well-being. In fact, you need to develop your sixth sense to be a good veterinarian, since animal patients cannot explain their feelings, similar to pediatrics, a branch of human medicine dealing with infants and children. But I think, so veterinary practice as a veterinarian, it is more challenging because we are dealing with many animal species, and making diagnosis is really difficult unless you develop the sixth sense. Soon you learn why your pet hiding, a cow frequently lies down and gets up. The horse is why profusely sweating. a goat sheep is separated from a herd, why a live fish floating in the water, an elephant bobbing his head, and so forth. So each species has different way of expressing their unwellness. As you are already in the academic program and very well aware of the courses to be taken during the first year, you can start your academic program straight away. Having said that, I understand that the first few days at the faculty are likely to feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is pretty normal to feel apprehensive about your new start. However, our faculty and university's community at large have a very friendly and informal atmosphere, which we hope will make you feeling comfortable, confident, and positive about making new friends, meeting your teachers, and continuing your course. We have well-qualified teachers, many teaching laboratories where you will spend a lot of your time doing practical sessions, 2 hospitals, one for pet and wild animals, and another one for animals for farm animals. The teaching farm with the modern facilities provide a good training on animal production. So our farm is very well developed. We have very good dairy unit with all facilities like even milking apparatus. I am sure you all are well aware that entire course is conducted in English, and reading, writing, speaking well in English are essential for learning well, and make sure that you work on your own in your free time to improve your English. One of the biggest changes you will see as an undergraduate is that you will need to do a lot of self-learning, unlike in school. This is the most challenging transition for many students, even those with good grades at the A-level exam. Therefore, you need to maintain a work habits from the beginning of the course and ensure that your priority is academic work. I want to stress this point. Many students, knowingly or unknowingly, depend on senior students for lecture notes. So in our university term, we call Kuppi classes. My sincere advice is that do not depend on others, but cultivate good work habits from the beginning, become an independent learner, and I can guarantee you will succeed. This may be not easy at first, but with the perseverance and commitment we have seen students from transforming to become lifelong learners who will enrich, advance the veterinary profession. Remember that university life is not limited to the books and labs, and it is also for making friends and engaging in many extracurricular activities as you can afford. The university's Peradeniya is #1 university in Sri Lanka through many international rankings, so probably our Deputy Vice Chancellor will touch on that in his present speech. Apart from the academic pursuits, you have sports facilities with a well-equipped indoor gymnasium, outdoor playing fields for cricket, rugby, athletics, a swimming pool of international standards, one of the largest libraries in the country, many student societies for various activities such as hiking, photography, music, and drama. Even if you are not engaged in any of these things, at least try to, visit the lovers lane. That is one of the another opportunity for our students have. Please feel free to make use of these facilities to develop your hobbies and improve leadership, creativity, and teamwork skills, which will be essential for your future professional life. Most importantly, learn to balance your academic work and extracurricular activities to be happy and healthy, which will help you succeed in your academic career. When you graduate as a veterinarian, you need to think about your duty to the public of Sri Lanka. Your university education comes from their funds, so somebody will pay for your stay here. So you have to keep in that mind. Your future clients have expectation from you, not only as a veterinarian, but as a professional. You need to provide a satisfactory service to public and maintain proper standards that suit the veterinary profession. These are not things you learn from books, thus you need to develop your attitudes and knowledge. Therefore, remember that developing your career and attitude is as important as learning science, maybe even more so. If you wish to become a respected professional who can satisfy public expectation and improve the veterinary profession, please do not forget to join alumni of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science immediately after graduation we call WAP. So this WAP has been helping the faculty in numerous ways to uplift the standards of our teaching program and support the students with financial difficulty. I have few words for parents. Dear parents, you are very fortunate to have your son or daughter being selected to the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science in this prestigious university. You have been looking after well-being of your children and education of your son, daughter for the past 2 decades or so, and you may now think, relaxing, confident that your child is now an educated adult, can make correct decisions and progress independently. However, please be aware that your son, daughter may deviate from this pathway. Sometimes we have seen students prioritize extracurricular activities over the academic activities and perform below their abilities, which they may regret later when they achieve poor grades. In the worst cases, the student may even leave the course without completion. So there are few incidents, maybe in the university, even the faculty, you can take. We try our utmost to prevent this situation from occurring. The faculty has a mentoring program which will be starting soon after this inauguration meeting. So we will allocate each student to one of our academic staff members to assist them in overcoming their difficulties during the academic program. I want to request you maintain a good relationship with your son or daughter and be aware when they need additional help to come. Finally, I wish all the entrants a pleasurable and fruitful stay at the faculty and university and gain required knowledge, skills and attitude to become a good veterinarian of the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, I would like to invite Dr. S.S.D.S. Jagoda, Senior Lecturer, Department of Veterinary Pathobiology, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, to deliver the Sinhalese translation of the speech of the Dean.
ගරු නියෝජ්‍ය උපකුලපතිතුමන් සියලුම පීඨවල පීඨාධිපතිතුමන් අනෙකුත් සම්භාවනීය අමුත්තන් සහ පැමිණ සිටින සියලු දෙනාගෙන් අවසරයි 2019-2020 කණ්ඩායමේ නවක සිසුන් පීඨයට ඇතුළත් කර ගන්නා මෙම අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වන ඔබ සැම පශු වෛද්‍ය හා සත්ව විද්‍යාපීඨය වෙනුවෙන් සාදරයෙන් පිළිගනිමි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල පද්ධතිය තුළ පශු වෛද්‍ය විද්‍යා උපාධිය පිරිනමන එකම පීඨය වන පශු වෛද්‍ය හා සත්ව විද්‍යා පීඨයට ඇතුළත් වන ඔබගේ මෙන්ම ඔබගේ දෙමව්පියන්ගේද සතුටට හා අභිමානයට කරුණක් බව මාගේ විශ්වාසයයි. මෙම අවස්ථාවට උත්කර්ෂවත් කරමින් මෙහි සැපැමිණි පෙරදින විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ නියෝජ්‍ය උපකුලපති මහාචාර්ය WMT මදුජිත් මැතිතුමන් සියලුම පීඨවල පීඨාධිපතිතුමන් අංශ ප්‍රධානී ආචාර්ය භවතුන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ පරිපාලන නිලධාරීන් අපගේ ආරාධනය පිළිගෙන මෙහි පැමිණි සියලුම සම්භාවනීය අමුත්තන් සහ අධ්‍යයන හා අනධ්‍යයන කාර්ය මණ්ඩලවල මහත්ම මහත්මීන්ගේ සහභාගීත්වය පිළිබඳව මම ඉමහත් සතුටටපත් වෙමි. දයාබර සිසු සිසුවියනි අප පීඨයට වාර්ෂිකව ඇතුළත් කරගනු ලබන සීමිත ශිෂ්‍ය සංඛ්‍යාව අතරට එක්වීමට වාග්ය ලැබූ ඔබ අප පීඨය මගින් ඉතා මෑතකදී ආරම්භ කළ පශු වෛද්‍ය අධ්‍යාපනය පිළිබඳ අන්තර්ජාතික අවශ්‍යතාවන්ට අනුකූල වනසේ සකස් කරන ලද පස් අවුරුදු නව විෂය මාලාව හදාරන දෙවන ශිෂ්‍ය කණ්ඩායම වීමේ අවස්ථාවද හිමි කරගෙන ඇත. එමෙන්ම పూర్ව පශු වෛද්‍ය පාඨමාලාව නමින් හැඳින්වෙන නව අනුරූපීතා වැඩසටහනට සම්පූර්ණ මාර්ගගත ක්‍රමවේදයක් ඔස්සේ සහභාගී වීමට ලැබීමත් ඔබ කණ්ඩායමට ලැබුණු සුවිශේෂී අත්දැකීමක් වේ. පසුගිය වසරේ දෙසැම්බර් මාස සිට ඔබේ අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු ආරම්භ කෙරුණු බැවින් ප්‍රථම සමාසිකයේ අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු සඳහා දායකත්වය ලබා දුන් ආචාර්ය මහත්මීන් සමග මාර්ගගත ක්‍රම ඔස්සේ සම්බන්ධ වීමටත් ඔවුන් හඳුනා ගැනීමටත් ඔබට අවස්ථාව ලැබුණි. 2020 වර්ෂයේ සිට පිරිනැමෙන නව විෂය පාඨමාලාව හැදෑරීමට ලැබීම මගින් පශු වෛද්‍ය සිසුන් වන ඔබට විවිධ ප්‍රයෝජන සැලසෙනු ඇති. ශිෂ්‍ය කේන්ද්‍රීය අධ්‍යයන ක්‍රම හරහා දේශන ශාලා හා විද්‍යාගාරවල ගත කළ කාලය අන්තර්ක්‍රියාකාරකම් සහිතව ප්‍රයෝජනවත් අයුරින් ගත කිරීමට ඔබට ඉඩ ප්‍රස්ථා ලැබෙනු ඇත. එමෙන්ම දේශන රහිත සායනික පුහුණුව සඳහා පමණක්ම කැප වූ අවසන් වසර තුලදී සායනික කුසලතා වැඩි දියුණු කර ගැනීමට වැඩි අවස්ථාවක් ඔබට සැලසෙනු ඇත. විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ප්‍රවේශයේදී පශු වෛද්‍ය විද්‍යා පාඨමාලාව ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගේම ප්‍රථම තෝරා ගැනීම නොවුවත් පසුගිය සංඛ්‍යා ලේඛන විමසා බැලීමේදී පෙනී යන්නේ පළමුවර පෙනී සිටීමෙන් අනතුරුව පශු වෛද්‍ය විද්‍යා පාඨමාලාවට සිසුන් ලියාපදිංචි වීමේ වැඩි ප්‍රවණතාවයක් ඇති බවයි. දෙවන හා තුන්වර වර පෙනී සිටීමෙන් පසු ඇතුළත් වූ සිසුන් හටද අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු කරගෙන යාමේදී පාඨමාලාව කෙරෙහි කැමැත්තක් හා උනන්දුවක් ඇතිවනු ඇති බව මාගේ විශ්වාසයයි. පශු වෛද්‍ය ශාස්ත්‍රයේ අනු විවිධ වෘත්තීය ඉඩ ප්‍රස්ථා ඔබට විවර කර දෙන ශාස්ත්‍රයකි. සාර්ථකව පාඨමාලාව අවසන් කරන ඔබ අතුරින් බහුතරයක් අනාගතයේහි පශු වෛද්‍ය වෘත්තියෙහි නිරත වනු ඇති අතර ඔබෙන් රැකවරණය හා සුබ සාධනය බලාපොරොත්තු වන විවිධ සත්ව විශේෂවලට අයත් රෝගී සතුන්ට ප්‍රතිකාර කිරීම ඔබේ වෘත්තීය ජීවිතයට සුවිශේෂී අත්දැකීම් ලබා දෙනු ඇත. ඔබට ප්‍රතිකාර කිරීමට සිදුවන රෝගීන් හට ඔවුන්ගේ හැඟීම් පැහැදිලි කිරීමට නොහැකි බැවින් හොඳ පශු වෛද්‍යවරයෙකු වීමට නම් සාමාන්‍ය සංජානනයෙන් ඔබට ගිය දැනුමක් ඔබ විසින් දියුණු කරගත යුතුව ඇත. සෑම සත්ව විශේෂයකටම ඔවුන් රෝගී බව ප්‍රකාශ කිරීම සඳහා ඔවුන්ටම ආවේනික වූ සුවිශේෂී අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කිරීමේ ක්‍රම ඇති බව ඔබ ක්‍රමක්‍රමයෙන් වටහා ගනු ඇත. පළමු වසර තුල පිරිනැමෙන පාඨමාලා පිළිබඳව ඔබ මේ වන විටත් දැනුවත් ඇතැයි අපේක්ෂා කරන අතර මෙතැන් සිට පළමු වසර අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු ආරම්භ කිරීමට ඔබට හැකිවනු ඇත. කෙසේ වෙතත් නුපුරුදු පරිසරයක ගතවන මෙම නව ආරම්භය පිළිබඳව ඔබ හට යම් මට්ටමක චකිතයක් ඇතිවීම ස්වභාවික කරුණකි. කෙසේ වෙතත් අප පීඨය හා පේරාදෙණිය විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ප්‍රජාව තුල පවතින මිත්‍රශීලී වටපිටාව ඔබට සුව පහසුවෙන් විශ්වාසයෙන් හා ධනාත්මකව අධ්‍යයන පාඨමාලාව කරගෙන යාමටත් නව මිතුරන් ඇති කර ගැනීමට හා ආචාර්ය මණ්ඩලය හමු වීමටත් රුකුලක් වනු ඇති. එමෙන්ම මනා සුදුසුකම්ලත් ප්‍රවීණ ආචාර්ය මණ්ඩලයකින් සැදුම්ලත් අප පීඨය ප්‍රායෝගික පරීක්ෂණ සිදු කිරීම සඳහා නවීන පහසුකම් සහිත විද්‍යාගාර රැසකින් ශික්ෂණ රෝහල් දෙකකින් හා සත්ව ගොවිපලකින්ද සමන්විත වේ. මෙම පාඨමාලාව සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ඉංග්‍රීසි මාධ්‍යයෙන් පැවැත්වෙන බව ඔබ දැනුවත් ඇතැයි විශ්වාස කරමි. ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාව ලිවීම, කියවීම හා කතා කිරීම මැනවින් සිදු කිරීම පාඨමාලාව සාර්ථකව නිම කිරීමට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වන බැවින් ඔබට ලැබෙන නිදහස් කාලය ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාව වැඩි දියුණු කර ගැනීමට යොදා ගන්නා ලෙස අවධාරණයෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිමි. පාසල් ශිෂ්‍යයෙකුව සිටි අවධියට සාපේක්ෂව විශ්වවිද්‍යාල සිසුවෙකු ලෙස ඔබට අත්දැකීමට සිදුවන ප්‍රධානතම වෙනස වන්නේ වැඩි කාලයක් ස්වයං අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු සඳහා යෙදවීමට සිදුවීමයි. උසස් පෙළ ඉතා ඉහළ සුදුසුකම් ලබාගත් සිසුන්ට පවා මෙය අභියෝගාත්මක වේ. එබැවින් ඔබ පාඨමාලාව ආරම්භයේ සිටම හොඳ ඉගෙනුම් පුරුදු අනුගමනය කරමින් අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු වලට ප්‍රමුඛතාවය ලබා දීම අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වේ. බොහෝ සිසුන් දැනුවත්ව හෝ නොදැනුවත්ව දේශන සටහන් සඳහා ජ්‍යෙෂ්ඨ සිසුන් මත යැපෙන බව අප දැක ඇත. අන් අය මත රඳා නොසිට ආරම්භයේ සිටම හොඳ අධ්‍යයන පුරුදු වර්ධනය කරගෙන ස්වාධීනව අධ්‍යාපනය ලබන සිසුවෙකු බවට පත්වීම ඔබව සාර්ථකත්වයට ළඟා කර දෙන බවට මට සහතික විය හැකියි. මෙය ආරම්භයේදී අපහසුයයි හැඟුණත් නොපසුබට උත්සාහයෙන් හා කැපවීමෙන් ක්‍රියාකොට අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු සාර්ථක කරගත් සිසුන් පශු වෛද්‍ය වෘත්තියේ උන්නතියට දායක වෙමින් කටයුතු කළ අවස්ථා කොතෙකුත් අප දැක ඇත. ඔබේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ජීවිතය පොත්පත්වලට හා විද්‍යාගාරවලට පමණක් සීමා නොකොට විෂය බාහිර ක්‍රියාකාරකම් වල නියැලීමටත් නව මිතුරන් ඇති කර ගැනීමටත් යොදා ගනු ඇතැයි අපි විශ්වාස කරමු. ජාත්‍යන්තර ශ්‍රේණිගත කිරීම් රාශියකින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය ලෙස නම් කොට ඇති පේරාදෙණිය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයෙහි අධ්‍යයන පහසුකම් වලට අමතරව ගෘහස්ත ක්‍රීඩාගාරයක්, ක්‍රිකට්, රග හා මලල ක්‍රීඩා සඳහා එලිමහන් ක්‍රීඩා පිටි, පිහිනුම් තටාකයක් ඇතුළු ක්‍රීඩා පහසුකම්ද දිවයිනේ විශාලතම පුස්තකාලවලින් එකක් මෙන්ම ඔබට සම්බන්ධ විය හැකි ශිෂ්‍ය සංගම් රාශියක්ද ඇත. ඔබේ විනෝදාංශයන් වර්ධනය කර ගැනීමටත් නායකත්වය, නිර්මාණශීලීත්වය හා සාමූහිකත්වය ඔප්නංවා ගැනීමටත් මෙම පහසුකම් භාවිතා කරනු ඇතැයි අපි අපේක්ෂා කරමු. එය ඔබේ වෘත්තීය ජීවිතය සඳහාද මහඟු අත්වැලක් වනු ඇත. එමෙන්ම ඉගෙනුම් කටයුතු හා විෂය බාහිර කටයුතු සමබරව කරගෙන යමින් නිරෝගීව හා සතුටින් ජීවත් වීම ඔබේ අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු සාර්ථකව නිම කර ගැනීමට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය බව අවධාරණය කර සිටිමි. පශු වෛද්‍යවරයෙකු ලෙස උපාධිය ලබන ඔබගෙන් මහජනතාව වෙත සතුටුදායක සේවයක් ඉටුවිය යුතු අතර ඔබ විසින් පශු වෛද්‍ය වෘත්තියට සරිලන ප්‍රමිතියකින් යුතු සේවාවක් ලබා දීමද ඉතා වැදගත් වේ. ඒ ඔබ මහජන මුදලින් ඔබේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අධ්‍යාපනය ලබා ගන්නා බැවිනි. එබැවින් ඔබේ ආකල්ප සංවර්ධනය ඔබගේ අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු මෙන්ම වැදගත් බව තරයේ සිහි තබා ගත යුතුය. එසේම උපාධිය ලබා ගැනීමෙන් අනතුරුව ඔබ පශු වෛද්‍ය විද්‍යාර්ථීන්ගේ සංගමයට සම්බන්ධ වනු ඇතැයි අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමු. පාඨමාලාවේ ප්‍රමිතිය ඉහළ නැංවීමටත් මූල්‍ය දුෂ්කරතා ඇති සිසුන්ට උපකාර කිරීමටත් විද්‍යාර්ථීන්ගේ සංගමයෙන් මහඟු සහයක් පීඨය වෙත ලබා දෙනු ලැබේ. දයාබර දෙමව්පියනි, මෙම කීර්තිමත් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ පශු වෛද්‍ය හා සත්ත්ව විද්‍යා පීඨයට ඔබේ දරුවා සුදුසුකම් ලැබීම ඔබ ලද මහඟු භාග්‍යයකි. අවුරුදු 20කට නොඅඩු කාලයක් ඔබේ දරුවාගේ යහපැවැත්ම, අධ්‍යාපනය හා අභිවෘද්ධිය වෙනුවෙන් ක්‍රියා කළ ඔබේ දරුවා දැන් තනි තීරණ ගත හැකි උගත් වැඩිහිටියෙකු ලෙස සලකා ඔබේ වගකීමෙන් මදක් හෝ නිදහස් වීමට අදහස් කරනු ඇති. එනමුත් ඔබේ දරුවා මෙම මාර්ගයෙන් බැහැර වීමට ඉඩකඩ ඇති බවත් ඔබ සිහි තබා ගත යුතුය. සමහර සිසුන් අධ්‍යයන කටයුතු වලට වඩා විෂය බාහිර ක්‍රියාකාරකම් වලට ප්‍රමුඛත්වය දීමෙන් විභාග අසමත් වීමත්, පාඨමාලාව සාර්ථකව නිම කර ගැනීමට නොලැබීමත් සිදු වූ අවස්ථා අප කොතෙකුත් දැක ඇත. මෙවැනි තත්ත්ව වළක්වා ගැනීමට පීඨය මගින් ගත හැකි සියලු පියවර ගැනීමට අප උපරිම ලෙස කැප වී ක්‍රියා කරමු. සෑම ශිෂ්‍යයෙකුටම අධ්‍යයන කාර්ය මණ්ඩලයේ ආචාර්යවරයෙකු හෝ ආචාර්යවරියකු උපදේශකයෙකු ලෙස පීඨය මගින් ලබා දී ඇත. මෙම උපදේශන සේවාව මගින් සිසුන්ට අධ්‍යයන කටයුතුවලදී මුහුණ දීමට සිදුවන දුෂ්කරතාවලදී සහායක් ලබා ගැනීමට හැකිවනු ඇත. ඔබේ දරුවා සමග හොඳ සම්බන්ධතාවයක් පවත්වා ගනිමින් ඔවුන්ට අමතර උදව් අවශ්‍ය වන අවස්ථාවලදී ඒ පිළිබඳව දැනුවත් වන මෙන් මම ඔබෙන් ගෞරවයෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිමි. අවසාන වශයෙන් අද දින පීඨයට ඇතුළු වූ සියලුම සිසුන්ට සාර්ථක අධ්‍යයන කාලයක් නිමකොට දැනුමින්, කුසලතාවෙන් හා යහපත් ආකල්ප වලින් පරිපූර්ණ පශු වෛද්‍යවරුන් බවට පත්වීමට ශක්තිය, ධෛර්යය ලැබේවායි පතමි. ස්තුතියි. පීඨාධිපතිතුමා, පශු වෛද්‍ය හා සත්ත්ව විද්‍යා පීඨය.
Thank you very much, Madam. Well, next, let me invite Dr. S. Kabilan, Temporary Lecturer of the Department of Veterinary Clinical Sciences, to deliver the Tamil translation of the speech of the Dean of the Faculty.
எல்லோருக்கும் எனது வணக்கத்தையும் காலை வணக்கங்களையும் தெரிவித்துக்கொண்டு எமது பீடாதிபதியின் உரையின் ஒரு சாராம்சத்தை தமிழ் மொழியில் மொழிபெயர்க்க பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். இன்று நாம் இலங்கையில் உள்ள ஒரே ஒரு கால்நடை வைத்திய விஞ்ஞான பீடத்திற்கு தெரிவாகி வந்திருக்கும் 2019-2020 மாணவ குழாமை அன்புடன் வரவேற்கின்றோம். அத்துடன் நாம் பிரதீப் துணைவேந்தர் பேராசிரியர் மதுஜித் அவர்களையும், வருகை தந்திருக்கும் அனைத்து பீடாதிபதிகளையும், அனைத்து திணைக்கள தலைமைகளையும், நிர்வாக அதிகாரிகள் மற்றும் கல்விசாரா ஊழியர்களையும் அன்புடன் வரவேற்கின்றோம். அன்புள்ள மாணவர்களே, எங்கள் பீடத்தில் புதிதாக மாற்றமடைந்து சர்வதேச அங்கீகாரம் கொண்ட 5 ஆண்டு பாடநெறியருக்கு தேர்வாகியுள்ள 2வது மாணவ அணி என்ற வகையில் நீங்கள் பெருமைப்பட வேண்டும். இம்மாணவ குழாமானது மற்ற அணிகளுடன் ஒப்பிடும் பொழுது தனித்துவமானது. ஏனெனில் ப்ரீவெட் என்கின்ற நன்கு கட்டமைக்கப்பட்ட பயிற்சி திட்டத்தை முழுமையாக ஆன்லைன் முறையில் பெற்றுக்கொண்ட ஒரு மாணவ குழாமாக நீங்கள் கருதப்படுகின்றீர்கள். 2021 நீங்கள் மெய்நிலையில் எங்கள் ஆசிரியர்களுடன் தொடர்பு கொண்டிருக்கலாம். ஆனால் இன்று முதன்முறையாக நேருக்கு நேர் சந்தித்து கொள்ளக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பை பெற்று தந்துள்ளோம். இப்புதிய பாடத்திட்டமானது பல அனுகூலங்களை உள்ளடக்கியுள்ளதோடு மாணவர்களை மையமாக கொண்ட கற்றல் முறைகள், விரிவுரை அறைகள் மற்றும் ஆய்வகங்களுடன் சுவாரஸ்யமான விரிவுரை முறைகள் உள்ளடக்கியுள்ளது. அது மட்டுமன்றி குறிப்பாக இறுதி ஆண்டில் விரிவுரைகள் அற்ற மருத்துவ பயிற்சிக்காக மட்டும் அர்ப்பணிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளதால் முன்பை விட அதிகமான மருத்துவ வழிபாடு கிடைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. கால்நடை மருத்துவத்துறையானது மிகவும் ஒரு மாறுபட்ட விசேட துறையாகும். இப்பட்டப்படிப்பை முடிக்கும் பொழுது பல அற்புதமான தொழில் வாய்ப்புகள் இவ்வுத்துறையில் உருவாக்கி கொடுக்கும். உங்களில் பலர் கால்நடை மருத்துவர்களாக உருவாகுவீர்கள். மேலும் பல்வேறு இன விலங்கு நோயாளிகளின் நல்வாழ்வுக்காக உங்கள் முயற்சி சிறிதளவு கூட சலிப்பற்றது என்பது என்னால் உறுதிப்படுத்த முடியும். உங்களுக்கு ஏற்கனவே பாடத்திட்டத்தை பற்றிய சிறந்த அறிவும் தெளிவும் இருப்பதனால் இப்பாடத்திட்டத்தை ஆரம்பிப்பது உங்களுக்கு சுலபமாக இருக்கலாம். உங்களுக்கு இப்பிடத்தில் முதல் சில நாட்கள் சிறிது கடினமாக இருக்கலாம், ஏனெனில் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு புதிய சூழல் என்பதனால். எவ்வாறாயினும் ஆசிரியர் மற்றும் பல்கலைக்கழக சமூகம் மிகவும் இணக்கமான, நன்கு பழகக்கூடிய சமூகம் என்பதனால் இது புதிய நண்பர்களை உருவாக்கி கொள்ள ஒரு சிறந்த சூழலை உருவாக்கி உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையை சுலபமாக்கி கொடுக்கும் என்பதை உறுதிப்படுத்திக் கொள்கின்றேன். இளம் பட்டதாரிகளாக நீங்கள் பார்க்கும் மிகப்பெரிய மாற்றங்களில் ஒன்று, பாடசாலையைப் போலல்லாது நீங்கள் பலவிதமான சுய கற்றல் நடவடிக்கைகளில் ஈடுபட வேண்டியிருக்கும். உயர்தர பரீட்சையில் நல்ல பெறுபவர்களை பெற்ற மாணவர்களுக்கும் கூட இது ஒரு சவாலாக இருக்கலாம். எனவே பட்டப்படிப்பின் ஆரம்பத்தில் இருந்து நல்ல வேலை பழக்கத்தை பேணுவதுடன் உங்கள் கல்வி சார் வேலை திட்டங்களுக்கு முதலுரிமையை வழங்குவது முக்கியமாகும். ஆனால் கல்விசார் நடவடிக்கைகளில் மட்டுமன்றி நீங்கள் அனைவரும் கல்விசாரா நடவடிக்கைகளிலும் ஈடுபட வேண்டும். பேராதனை பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் அனைத்து வசதிகளையும் உள்ளடக்கிய உடற்பயிற்சி கூடம், கிரிக்கெட் மற்றும் கால்பந்து பயிற்சிகளில் ஈடுபடக்கூடிய புறம்பான மைதானங்கள், நீச்சல் தடாகங்கள் என்பவற்றை உள்ளடக்கியுள்ளது. அது மட்டுமன்றி ஓய்வு நேரங்களில் இலங்கையின் மிகப்பெரிய நூலகமான பல்கலைக்கழக நூலகத்திற்கு செல்ல முடியும். அத்துடன் பல்வேறு மாணவ சங்கங்களில் ஈடுபடலாம். இசை, நாடகம், புகைப்படங்கள் எடுத்தல் என்பவற்றில் உங்கள் பொழுதுபோக்குகளை வளர்த்து கொள்ள முடியும். மிக முக்கியமாக உங்கள் கல்வி பணிகளில் செயல்படுத்துவதுடன் இவ்வாறான கல்வி சாரா நடவடிக்கைகளிலும் ஈடுபட்டு ஒரு சமநிலையான பாதையில் செல்லுவது உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையின் வெற்றி பெற முடியும். இறுதியாக பெற்றோர்களே, இம்மதிப்பிற்குரிய பல்கலைக்கழகமானது உங்கள் வாரிசு தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்டமை உங்களுக்கு பெருமைக்குரிய விடயமாகும். கடந்த 2 தசாப்தமாக உங்கள் பிள்ளைகளின் நல்வாழ்வுக்காக நீங்கள் அயராது உழைத்துள்ளீர்கள். தற்போது நீங்கள் சிறிதளவு ஓய்வை பெற நினைக்கலாம். இருப்பினும் உங்கள் மகன் அல்லது மகள் இப்பாதையிலிருந்து விலகிச் செல்லக்கூடும் என்பதை தயவு செய்து கவனத்தில் கொள்ளவும். சில மாணவர்கள் கல்விக்கு அப்பாற்பட்ட செயல்பாடுகளில் முன்னுரிமை அளிப்பதையும் அவர்களின் திறன்களை குறைவாக செயல்படுத்துவதையும் நாம் பார்த்திருக்கின்றோம். இச்சூழ்நிலை ஏற்படாமல் தடுக்க நாங்கள் எங்கள் முடிந்தவரை முயற்சிக்கின்றோம். ஆசிரியர் குழுவினால் செயல்படுத்தப்படும் வழிகாட்டல் திட்டமான மென்டரிங் புரோகிராம் நடைபெற உள்ளது. அதில் ஒவ்வொரு மாணவரும் கல்வி பணிகளில் போன்று சிரமங்களை சந்திக்க நேரிடுமானால் அவர்களுக்கு உதவ கல்விசார் ஊழியர்கள் ஒருவருக்கொருவர் நியமிக்கப்படுவார்கள். அத்துடன் பெற்றோர்களாகிய நீங்கள் பிள்ளைகளுடன் நல்ல உறவை பேணுமாறும் அவர்களின் பிரச்சனைகளில் சமாளிக்க விழிப்புடன் இருக்குமாறும் கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். இறுதியாக அனைத்து புதிய மாணவர்களை உள்ளங்களிற்கும் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் மகிழ்ச்சியான மற்றும் பயனுள்ள எதிர்காலத்தை பெற வேண்டும் என வாழ்த்துகின்றேன். நன்றி. பீடாதிபதி, விலங்கு வைத்திய பீடம்.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kabiran. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now you will have the opportunity to witness the message from the Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor M.D. Lamawansa.
A very good morning to all of you. Dean of the Faculty, Professor Pushpakumara, Deputy Vice Chancellor Professor Terence Madhujit, members of the academic staff, dear students, especially new students and their parents. First of all, let me congratulate the students for getting selected to follow a university course, and especially at University of Peradeniya, one of the leading universities in this part of the world and also a world-renowned university. And also it is a dream that every parent have to send their children to a university. So the parents also must be extremely happy that your children have got university entrance to Peradeniya. And you have entered an excellent faculty, one of kind in Sri Lanka, well experienced teachers with many facilities for you to excel. I know very well some of the products of your faculty are working not only in this country, but other parts of the world, are doing extremely well by providing service to your clients and also conducting world-renowned and research. So the students, probably this was not your first choice. You wanted perhaps to enter medicine, most of you, or dentistry. I do not know, but one thing is for sure, whoever who goes through this university will get an opportunity to do very well in whatever the field chosen by them. Therefore, I don't think you need to keep any reservations whatsoever, and University of Peradeniya is in the first or top 4% of universities in the world, and also we have high-end academics and researchers to contribute to teaching and all the other related activities. University education is different from the education that you had in your school. You are here to learn and discover and discuss, debate with your teachers. They would like to discuss with you, and for that you have freedom, and the teachers do have freedom as well, the academic freedom. And your teachers are not just teachers, they are scholars, and that is another difference between university and the school setup. We need you to become independent and creative thinkers, and we don't want to constrict you and confine you to a particular way of thinking or any other way of containing you. The freedom should be there for students, and without any influence either from teachers or your senior students, and allowing you to develop freely to the maximum potential that you are born with. Broaden yourself while in the university, for which there are plenty of facilities provided, and with you more than 3,000 students have entered our university. Interact with them, and during your stay here you would meet more than, of course, 12,000 students if you make links with them, and in time to come you would have high-end administrators, the academics, and also professionals in this country for you to work with. And as I said, use the facilities of the university, and sometimes your senior students and the others might say, you don't have this facility or that facility. As a school student, did you have all the facilities at the school? But despite that, you have done very well. Do you get everything you want at home? No. University also, you will not be able to get everything you want the way you want. And therefore, be happy with what you have and be optimistic and do the maximum possible and take all the measures required for you to complete your education within the stipulated time, as you know that you have a lot of things to do in your life, and not only completing this degree. You have to start a family, help your parents, and also you know that, and you will be retiring at a certain age. If you spend more time here, the time that you will have to do a meaningful job is going to become less and less. And therefore develop a long-term plan as to what you would want to do. And it is not too early for you to do so. You can keep on changing your plan, there is no problem about it, but having a plan is the most important thing. So therefore, without taking much of your time, and unfortunately I cannot be with you physically since I had to be away from Peradeniya for official work, and I wish you the very best for your stay at the University of Peradeniya. Thank you once again, dear students, and congratulate, and also the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Sciences, the organizing committee. I'm really thankful to you for the invitation sent me to join via Zoom.
Thank you very much, sir. Even though you are not able to make it physically, thank you very much for being with us virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, to address the gathering.
Good morning. Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Professor Anil Pushyakumar, all other deans of faculties, Registrar of the University, Bursar of the University, Proctor, Deputy Proctor of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, all academic colleagues from Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, the Senior Assistant Registrar of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Assistant Bursar, Chief Medical Officer, all non-academic staff members of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, all other dignitaries, Director, Postgraduate Institute of Agriculture, Director, Animal Production and Health, senior students, the students who have been welcomed today, and their parents, other dignitaries. In fact, I am privileged and honored to welcome you, although it's little late now, as Dean mentioned. We would have welcomed you physically a few months ago, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic situation, we were unable to do that. Anyhow, although the entire country remained shut, the universities functioned. So University of Peradeniya is of no exception. Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science did their job in the best possible way by connecting you online. So I am very happy as the acting Vice Chancellor today, and also the Deputy Vice Chancellor, that University of Peradeniya did the very best even during the most troubled period of time. So first of all, let me officially welcome to the most picturesque and the most comprehensive, the oldest university in this soil. That's University of Peradeniya. We do have 9 faculties. We do have more than 12,260 students at the moment registered for the last year. And we do have 901 academic staff members as of today. You cannot match this number with anywhere in this country. We do have 4 postgraduate institutes: PG, Postgraduate Institute of Agriculture, Science, Humanities and Social Sciences, and latest is Medical Sciences. So I would say it's a comprehensive university, and you have to be happy to come to University of Peradeniya. And I don't need to tell you how fearful the battle is to get into the university. In 2020, 301,000 students sat for A-levels, of which 64.5% became eligible to enter the university. But unfortunately, we have only 17 universities, state universities at the moment. So our intake has been at about 36,000, 37,000 a year. Now, at the Faculty of Vet Medicine, we can now accommodate nearly 130 students, but in your batch, I know the ceiling that we set was 100, of which we have now 85, around 85, if my memory is correct. Now, if we consider the intake as 100, and if we assume that the number of students at for A-levels in 2020 is about 301,000, as I remember, if you calculate the percentage of probability of getting into the Faculty of Vet Medicine is 0.033%. So you can see how lucky you have been. Well, to be honest with you, when I sat for my A-levels 40, 50 years ago, well, I did not include Faculty of Vet Medicine in my choice card, thinking that it's a very narrow field. When I came to University of Peradeniya and got mingled up with my vet colleagues, I came to know that my thinking was totally wrong. Those days, we did not have internet. We did not have many friends who are conversant with the university. In my entire life, of school life, I had stepped into University of Peradeniya only once. I had come to Kandy only once. So virtually there was no other way except for the word of mouth to know what vet faculty is all about. I did not know that agriculture was taught in the universities at the time that I did A-levels. So that is how we were. But now the world is different. So you do have internet, simply get online and harvest all the information. So as Dean very correctly said, the veterinarians are anywhere. In my estimate, we do have nearly 2,000 veterinarians, vet surgeons serving in the country. They play a pivotal role. They directly contribute to the food supply of the country. Because animal source foods, if they do not treat the animals, if they do not maintain the health and well-being of farm animals, we won't have meat, we won't have milk, we won't have eggs. We have been trying to be self-sufficient in milk, but unfortunately, still we can produce only 40% of the demand. So there's much to do in this country. And not only in this country, they cherish everywhere else in the world as well. I had to be in Canada in 2019. I was working for University of Guelph for a few months. One of my good old friends, when I was doing my PhD in Canada, we were living together. He is my parallel vet graduate, who is a licensed veterinarian in Guelph, entire Guelph region. So the entire Guelph region is under him. They are doing very well in Australia. They are doing very well in New Zealand. They are doing very well in the UK, in the USA. You name anywhere, they are there. Not only that, as Dean correctly pointed out, there are vet graduates who are medical microbiologists, public health specialists. So the scope is enormous. You have to grab the opportunity. Let me talk a little bit about University of Peradeniya. As Vice Chancellor very correctly mentioned, the University of Peradeniya is within the 4% of the entire universities in the world. Can you name any such organization in this country? Except for cricket team, no other institution. So, as the Deputy Vice Chancellor, I am really proud to be at University of Peradeniya. So you are at very good, capable hands. The vet faculty has nearly 45 academics, well qualified. If you look at the research that they do, quite in a wide spectrum. And being future veterinarians, you have to deal with animals, starting from fish up to elephant. Fortunately, we don't have dinosaurs these days. If we had dinosaurs, you would have dealt with them as well. My colleague, Professor Vasanthi, is here, professor in anesthesia. Madam, your work is much comfortable and easy compared to their job. Because your patients are talking, but their patients are speechless. They cannot express themselves. Okay, they can bark and they can make sounds, but they cannot speak. So the veterinarians take that challenge. So the job is really anatomy and physiology of these animals have subtle differences. So you need to learn all this. You have to be master in all this. Otherwise you won't be able to perform successfully. Now, we are talking about free education. Do we have really free education? Although you think it is free, it is not gifted by the God. It is gifted by the poor people of this country. So as I mentioned to you earlier, 300,000 students sit for A-levels, of which we are taking only a meager number. So what is happening to the rest? We don't take care of them properly as a country, to be honest with you. So you have taken a golden opportunity. You are paid by the poor people of this country. So you have to do the real justice to these poor people in this country. So therefore, now you are going to be here for 5 years, 5 more years, I would say. Take every minute counts. Take this opportunity and shape up yourself to fit into the world. You have to look at another 25 years, not look at 2025, 2030. Look for 2050. It's a great golden opportunity. So start working from today itself. We do have not only academic, we do have state-of-the-art gymnasium, playground, rugby ground, hockey, cricket, you name anything we do have. We do have indoor games too, powerlifting, weightlifting, 50-meter swim pool, Olympic size. We have 360 registered student societies. Some are faculty, some are subject-oriented, some are university-wide. Although we have 360, only 153 is active. When I was an undergraduate, all 3 years, because in the first year I was at Mahailapalam, I couldn't get engaged with the University of Peradeniya. But once I landed here, I joined Explorers Club. Almost every weekend during a particular season, we were climbing hills and detaching leeches from everywhere on the body. Because we usually choose rainy days to climb up hills. So enormous opportunities. All major religious places are here. Buddhist temple, Catholic church, Hindu kovil, mosque. We are blessed with everything. We have 1,700 acres of land. of which we have developed only 150 acres. What you see on a daily basis is just 150 acres. We have the bridge connecting engineering faculty to the central university, which is one of our own products. That bridge was made by ourselves long ago, though. So the opportunities are immense. We do have 24 hostels, of which 22 hostels are here. We do have 33 canteens, but unfortunately, because of the current situation, we find gas is very scarce. Diesel, petrol, all these issues, I don't need to tell you, you know much better than myself. So because of this, we find quite difficult to provide a good meal at 40-50 rupees. You know, our canteens do offer a meal, reasonable meal, I would say, at 50 rupees, 45 rupees. But it's a mammoth, it's a Herculean task for the canteen operators to provide such a meal at this rate. Still they are providing. And we are doing our best to continue that service. But please bear with us. There may be few hiccups here and there. For example, now you are stationed at Ramanathan, it's one of the best hostels. You are stationed at Marcus Fernando, very decent hostel. But at the Akbar, Dr. Uday Disanayak is in front of me, the Dean Engineering. The struggle that we made to find a person to run the cafeteria at Akbar, still we have failed. 2 of us cannot do the canteen. If we had the chance, we would have done that as well, but we couldn't. We cannot run the university, we cannot run the faculty if we are going to cook. Still, so we have to bear with us because this is a very troubled period, okay? And finally, the attitudes of our graduates. I need to mention, otherwise I am failing in my duties. The recent vet graduates, their price tag is 150,000. They are employed in pharmaceutical industry. They are employed in, some of them are self-entrepreneurs. Some of them are working for government's vet service. Others are spread all across. They are doing very well. However, immediately after graduating, one of the complaints that we have is the immediate graduates, they are asking only for money. They are asking whether a vehicle is given, a quarters is given, how much you give us. So are you not worried about what you have to do to the company organization? Please, we have to change these attitudes. I know that money is important. Money is on rupees, cents, dollars and euros. But what is our part? You have the free education is purely because of our poor people who are paying for you. So you have to pay them back. So therefore, you need to keep this in mind. Money is important, yet you need to focus on your duty. I have earned this degree because of our poor people in this country. So with that, without much ado, we are a little behind the schedule. So let me congratulate the students and also the parents. This is a turning point of your life. We have opened up the gates for you. We warmly welcome you to this most picturesque university. Grab this opportunity and be the best you can be. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that encouraging address. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next item due, I feel, is one of the most awaited moments, especially among few, I would say at least majority of the undergraduates who have completed or are about to complete their undergraduate degree. Well, that is the awarding of scholarships and awards for academic performance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if I may to brief you with what sort of thing you expect out of this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you spend here 4 to 5 years. Well, in your case, it would be 5 years. And a selected number of students would be chosen for their academic excellence as well as for both academic as well as their performance at extracurricular level. So I believe we are going to award a few of these students, your seniors of course, for their greatness in both academics as well as their extracurricular performance. Well, in order to award the scholarships, let me first introduce the two types of awards we're going to present today. First one would be faculty awards. Faculty awards would be focusing on both the academic excellence as well as their extracurricular performance in the university. Well, we have two recipients, and also we have the Ashton Scholarship, which would be specifically focusing on their academic performance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the awards to be delivered and presented, I would most cordially invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit, together with the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Professor Anil Pushpakara, to come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the first recipient of the Faculty Awards, which focuses on both academic as well as extracurricular excellence, where she's stunning in her academic performance and also a carom player who has received university colors during her stay at the university. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss NPG GD Udarika. Ladies and gentlemen, Faculty Award winner for excellence in academic as well as extracurricular performance, Miss NP GD Udarika. Well, as the next recipient of the Faculty Awards is a football player who has received 3-year colors at the faculty and one of the temporary lecturers here at the faculty as well. Put your hands together, Mr. S. Kabilan. Well, we have, having concluded the Faculty Awards, we have the Ashton Scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may remind you that the Ashton Scholarship focuses on specifically on the academic excellence and how good you've been in the first, second, and the third BBSE exams. We have 3 recipients, and it's an honor for me to call upon Miss M. Pashnami as a recipient of the Ashton Scholarship. Put your hands together to Miss M. Pashnami. As the second recipient of the Ashton Scholarship is Miss G.E.D. Madhumali. Put your hands together, Miss G.E.D. Madhumali, the second recipient of the Ashton Scholarship for her academic excellence. As the final recipient of the Ashton Scholarship is Miss D.M.H.S. Disanayaka. Put your hands together for Miss D.M.H.S. Disanayaka for receiving the Ashton Scholarship for her academic excellence. That marks the end of the award ceremony. Thank you very much, Professor W.B.D. Madhuchit as well as Professor Anil Pushpakara for being with us today in this morning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure these individuals who have excelled in the academics have a big story to share with you. Well, it's an honor for me to invite one of the award recipients to share her story as an undergraduate and, of course, to share with you how things were with her when she spent her 4 years in the faculty. Put your hands together, Miss G.E.D. Madhumali, also a recipient of the Ashton Scholarship.
Very good morning, all of you. Honorable guest, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University, the Dean of the Faculty, all academic staff, fellow colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm very pleased and proud to be talking to you all today as veterinary undergraduate on this faculty and to bring an image from my university career. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome you all, and especially the new batch, and convey my heartiest congratulations to you all for being selected to the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science. Just cheer up yourself from today onwards. You are all a part of this prestigious university known as Paradise of Beauty and Wisdom. When I go few years back, I can remember the very first day that I came to the university, just like you all. I can see your faces with excitement and expectations which I had on my very first day. I never thought that I would be able to share the same position as this after few years later. Through this for past few years, I have been part of this faculty, and that was the most memorable and remarkable life and period of my life. When I didn't have certainty about my pathway, I was able to make up steps with the life experience that shared by our lecturers. Slowly but strongly, we moved forward and felt that opportunities are unlimited and sky is the limit. My dear brothers and sisters, this is the golden buzzer chance of your life which will turn your life upside down. I'm sure you might wondering how it's going to be. When I started to move forwards, I felt that even seconds spent here is value added. The life was definitely a challenge for us, and we met people with different backgrounds, and we had to face a new experience which shape up our career. Day by day, we have matured and reached our goals. It's hard, but I'm sure you all are going to love it. Especially, I would say we had special chances to improve our skills, to polish our talents, and discover abilities in various fields while engaging extracurricular activities. If you have thoughts that this is only about getting qualified by degree, I would say you are wrong. This is all about how you would face challenges and get the best out of yourself. I'm sure it will definitely determine your career as veterinary student. Not the veterinary student, but successful veterinary undergraduate. If I move towards the academics, I have witnessed that more you prepare and commit to the something is what the really matter to succeed. This is a university. Here you find no any defined way to gather knowledge. Most important thing is find out your own strengths and weaknesses. It is natural to have ups and downs in your career, but remember that failures are the pillars of success tomorrow. According to my personal experience, not only gathering knowledge, but also sharing with those knowledge with colleagues is important. You have to be smart enough to understand basics of the subjects and work hard to broaden up that knowledge. And don't worry, finally you will have always reward for you. Since this academic program consists of medals, prizes and scholarship for most of the subjects that you are going to learn here, and try to grab them with your commitment as we do today. You will give the guidelines to find your pathway, but it's up to you to find yourself. Your decisions, dedications will lead you to success. I hope you will work hard while enjoying your life in the university, and finally you will become well disciplined and personality and professional. Few years from today, someone will be listening to one of you with their expectations all together in their hands, and you have chance to shine yourself with glory of who you have become. Finally, I wishing you the very best on your new adventure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Madhumali, for those inspirational words. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now invite the President of the Veterinary Students Union, Mr. WMDE Vikram Singha, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to all of you. Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Sciences, heads of department, academic staff members, parents, and my dear brothers and sisters. You have entered the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine today, having passed the highly competitive GCE A-level examinations, the final hurdle of the 13 years of school life with flying colors. And with close to 1.5 years staying home and nearly 3 months attending the online lectures, you are physically gathered here today to start your new life in the university. University is not just another educational institute. It builds socially responsible graduates enriched with art, literature, sports, strong personalities, leadership qualities, and independent thinking. I'm sure all parents gathered today are undoubtedly delighted to witness their child become a professional veterinarian in the future. But you might also be apprehensive of leaving your child in an unfamiliar environment. Your child will meet new friends, lecturers, and senior students of the faculty, and they will learn how to live with unity. We are all like a small family. That's because there is only one faculty for veterinary medicine in Sri Lanka, and almost all the vets here are those who come here, learned here, and lived here. There's no ragging of the pressures like social media proclaims. The Students' Union stand up for academic and welfare issues students of the faculty might face. We speak up for issues of the general public, and we also conduct social services like Sanghita Pamala. On behalf of the Students' Union, I wish you all the best of luck for you, successful academic and university life. And with that, I would like to finish off with something for you all to think. බොහෝ දේ අවසානයේ බොහෝ දේ ආරම්භ වේ. නමුත් එහි සැබෑ අරුතක් දකින්නට අපට බොහෝ වෙහෙසෙන්නට සිදුවේ. රකින්නට කිසිවක් නැති වුවත් දකින්නට හෙටක් ඇත. ඒ අපේ වසන්තයයි. ස්තුතියි.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vikram Singha, for your address. Well, ladies and gentlemen, having listened to quite a number of speeches, I think it's time that we have some cultural event, or perhaps some aesthetic beauty here. Well, I think all of you would like that opportunity. This invitation goes to students of the batch of 2017-2018, your own seniors, to dazzle you with their performance. Enjoy.
श्री तेज भगवतो मुनिरा
Thank you very much, batch of 2017-2018, for that dazzling performance, and I'm sure your juniors would be inspired. Well, that brings us to the final moment of today's program. Well, in order to propose the vote of thanks, it's an honor to invite the backbone of this event, the coordinator of the orientation program, Dr. N.M.T. Anupama, Senior Lecturer, Department of Veterinary Pathobiology.
Thank you, Chandrindu. Gratitude glitters like gold when times make memories of everlasting. On an occasion like this nature, thank you is all that takes to express the gratitude infinitely. So it is my proud privilege to propose the word of thanks for this august audience. And welcome ceremony of 2019-20 batch is graced by the encouraging message from Professor M.D. Lamavansha, Vice Chancellor, University of Peradeniya. Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring thoughts and encouraging words, which has been given to the newcomers of the batch 2019-20. And also, Deputy Vice Chancellor, sir, of University of Peradeniya, chief guest of the event, Professor W.M.T. Madhujit. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence here today, and also amazingly encouraging words for the new entrants. And also my sincere appreciation is extended to the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, Professor Anil Pushpkumara, for the excellent leadership, tremendous support and guidance to organize this event. And also my sincere thanks goes to all deans of faculties, directors of postgraduate institutes, and also other heads of the administrative divisions for being here with us today to glamour this occasion. Thank you very much. And also, thank you very much for all the special invitees. And my wholehearted gratitude goes to who helped in numerous ways to make this occasion a success. Briefly, all heads of departments of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, academic staff members of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, non-academic staff members from Dean's Office as well as all the departments, web development unit, audiovisual unit, computer units of our faculty as well as Faculty of Engineering and other faculties, Student Accommodation Division, Marshal Division and Security Division, and also students of the batch 2017-18 for their wonderful cultural event performance. And also I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Chandrindu Abekon, lecturer of the Department of Veterinary Clinical Sciences, who is our wonderful compeer today. A special thank goes to the orientation program organizing committee, who is the big hand behind this entire event, for supporting throughout, as well as their relentless encouragement. Last but not least, big thanks to all the students, parents and their guardians who are here with us today. And dear students, welcome all of you to the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science. As everyone said, this is the only faculty of veterinary medicine in Sri Lanka. And also, we are welcoming you to the small, loving family of veterinarians throughout the country. So keep in mind, our perfect companions never have fewer than 4 feet. So wish you all the best to find hidden pain in their silence, to find a sense of love in their way they look, to know without being told, and to heal by touch, and to become the heroic guardian angels. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thilini. Dear students and distinguished guests, That marks the end of the welcome ceremony of the batch of 2019-2020 of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Animal Science, University of Peradeniya. As we conclude today's program, let me remind something very important. As you begin a new life as undergraduates, I feel this quote will definitely give you a pump up. If you want to shine like a star, first burn like a star. Dear students, put in your all, and when you walk out from the doors of the faculty after 5 years, you should be proud human beings who can live with your head held high as inspirational veterinarians. With that thought, let us now rise for the national anthem of Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few announcements for both the academic staff as well as the students. The refreshments for the academic staff would be provided in the administrative building. So all academic staff members are kindly requested to be present at the administrative building. And all students are requested to bring their token in order to obtain their refreshments. And you're expected to gather at the examination hall after refreshments are being served for the mentor and mentee program. And also please check your WhatsApp group for further instructions, and that was for the students. Thank you very much. Enjoy your refreshments, and we will soon meet you once again for the mentor-mentee program shortly.